everybody. I am Heidi Lieb-Williams, and this is
Tyler and Ford.
And we both are on the autism spectrum. And today we are going to share some observations of capabilities and struggles from an autistic perspective. Oh, I should I should let our audience know that I am going on 50, so I come from a different generation, and my journey I've been on a lot longer. Tyler, how old are you?
I am honestly 20 years old. I don't look like it, but I
am. So my perspective of that is that there are things that I do now that you know that I do now. But I was over 40 years old, so it's only been in the last 10 years that I feel like the Lord has opened up amazing doors for me. Yeah. But I was on a different time length, and it's that's okay.
And yeah, you're right. But it's His time for us, but it's our dream or His dream for us. You know, His timing, it's so perfect that we just don't need to worry.
Sometimes people say that we say things multiple times during a conversation when we're talking to them. But in my head and my point of view, I didn't, because I didn't say the exact same way all those times. Therefore, I only said it once. Do you find that that sometimes happens to you?
I think so, yes.
Okay. All right. I know you well enough to know that sometimes you do that. And
I believe you.
People around you have to stop and redirect.
Yeah.
We love routine of how to do something, and when sometimes we know that what to do, it relieves anxiety inside. It's easier for us to know what's expected and then being able to start it and deal with it. Just like this video, we've been talking for a few days now, and you needed to know what kind of things to expect today.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yes, because we were playing this early on, and I feel like we said it really well in our text, and I just believe that we're here now, of course, and that everything will work out for the best.
When we don't do things regularly, we forget how to accomplish it. Like on a job, a boss would train us in training. But if we don't do something, 2 weeks later we go back to try and do it. We know they taught us, but we can't recall how to do it and have to be almost like retrained. And sometimes that frustrates people, but it frustrates us more, I think.
Yeah.
We tend to worry with autism too, because that's where the anxiety comes in, which sometimes causes us to have little mini meltdowns.
With tears,
yeah.
Or no tears, but yeah.
Or tears. Well, and I actually, if I get to a full-fledged autistic meltdown, I have to find a place to retreat really fast. I have about 30 seconds before I'll start to hyperventilate and I'll lose it. And I have to go through my emotions, because if I don't go through them, and people are like, oh, you can stop crying. No, I can't. I feel like I have to let it all out. And it could take like 45 minutes or more.
Wow.
And then I want to retreat, and I don't want anybody bothering me. So sometimes I just go hide in my room, because that's like my safe place.
That Heidi over here was asking me on a text saying, what's it like to be autistic? Now I'll say it as clear as I can. Here you go. So, Tyler has said, first off, you/I get overwhelmed, like really overwhelmed, until tears are not at all, caused by a lot of people sometimes. Bright lights make you feel weird, even noise too, sometimes indeed. Then you zone out in the distance, looking anywhere like up, where you think of words or images with your eyes open, plus it distracts you from your work if you have ADHD as well. Now, for what I'm really capable of is that I can edit a video better than doing a math fraction, but for the audience who's watching and listening, it may be inspired. Jesus can help you reach your whatever. Just ask him in or out of prayer. Take the self-initiative, but don't worry. He will open a door that you can 3,000% handle, and all the other disabilities and neurodiverse people matter too, of course. Whew. Yeah.
That's awesome, Tyler. So I love how you mentioned that when God has a plan and a purpose for both of us, even when we don't know what it is, whatever door he opens throughout our journey, he is able to make sure that we have the knowledge.
Can I see something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Whether it's God's plan or our plan, the Lord still cares whether he opens that door or not. You know what, we have calling versus our own dreams. He still cares either way, or for either one.
Over the years, I wanted to make friends, and I struggled making friends. I would watch other people make friends a lot easier, and I couldn't understand why. And I kind of came to a thought process of, it's not me, it's them. And I felt like the Lord helped me with that, because being different can be kind of awesome, actually. I think being autistic allows us, when we get into talking about capabilities, to do things that are amazing. And if we weren't the way that we were, and God didn't use who we were to make a difference, how would we make a difference in that way? If we weren't autistic, we wouldn't be able to make an autism style difference. We both love film and movies, theater, plays, acting, script writing, directing. When people talk about like being autistic and having intense focuses, everybody has different intense focuses, but ours change over the years. So when I was a kid, I was into shell collecting, but I had to know all of the scientific names of the shells. We couldn't just call it a clam.
When it comes to interest, my one interest dinosaurs, that will continue forever, to be honest. Earth and heaven forever. However, there are some interests out there in my life that I eventually let go of, like sports. However, dinosaurs will continue forever, but not sports. However, film, it's such a strong, emotionally passionate thing I do in filmmaking that it's just so hard to let go that why should I let go of it when it's so darn good? Like, it's really good. Nothing's bad about it. Because it's like, it kind of reminds me of GS, but yeah.
Like, we can use our film, which is what our heart wants to do with this, to try and make a difference for others.
The heart, yeah.